Alright, everybody. Give me one more second, just finalizing a couple things. Sure that we're good. Then we're gonna get started. Shall we? Alright. Afternoon, everybody. Sorry, frog in my throat. Afternoon, everybody. Trying out the webcam for the first time. Hopefully, volume and everything is coming in alright. Working on getting some new setup stuff going, so that should be pretty cool to see in a little while. So today's stream, we're going to be going over a couple of the changes that I've made to some behaviors in level 2 of MPA, sort of show y'all how that's affected the way that even some of the bosses play. I'll show off a little bit of level 3, not the boss of level 3 as of yet though, as well as one other surprise. So pretty much so it's a couple of subtle things really, but a lot of it I feel like helps the game sort of pop out a little bit more. One of those things especially going to be one of those things especially is going to be like a super great surprise that even I wasn't expecting, but it kind of came in yesterday, and I figured that today would be as good a time as any to show it off. So, with all that in mind, crash on me. Sometimes there's this thing where it bites me a little bit, tries to get a little buggy on me for some reason. So, as far as this goes, start her up. As soon as, of course, Unity lets me switch over. Okay, here we go. Here we are. Okay, so one of the big and kind of most important things is that our character art. So right over here, you'll notice that our lovely Aalia now actually has a new and updated sprite. It is currently a work in progress. We're sort of looking into a couple of other design options, but one of my artists surprised me with this last night, and I was like super hyped to see it because I do my best as far as art goes, but I am not necessarily an artist by trade. So some of the things that kind of come more naturally to a lot of other people as far as art goes are things that I'm still working on. I can do sprites in a pinch, for example, but proportions and everything, not exactly my strong suit. Now, all that said, basically one of my artists that I have working on pixel art, he came up with this last night. It's like, yeah, this is what I've got so far for first frame for this idle animation. I'm like, this is pretty good. I want it in game. So a little magic here and there, and then this is what we got. So in terms of scale on the screen though, about the same. I did have to adjust a couple of effects in order to, use the wrong one. So the bullets are still the same size. So are the enemies for right now. But the charge armor has kind of increased in size a little bit. But there's one other thing I did mess up though. I should switch levels. Hold on a second, because this will be a little bit better shown off in the first level. So, traits are still here from last week, so you can still kind of break them into that stuff. The enemies are still sort of following their new behavior from last week also, where their sight lines are generally a little bit cleaner, and, ouch. Where their sight lines are a little bit cleaner, and they're generally a little more aggressive than they used to be this week's. Up a little bit. So, So, Isma for the most part behaves very much the same. Ouch. I did also go back and finally add our button keys to this menu, so it's a little bit easier to tell where things are. I can also still do that. No. Quick. Get the rest of this. So now that we've seen that, now some of the stuff in this level makes a little more sense. So one of the big changes that I was the most excited to show off today. So this blue triangle enemy over here used to teleport and kind of just appear like a little bit near you and then actually attempt to actually hit you. But in this case, what they do here is closer to they just sort of jump to your position and then kind of dash at you. made this change mostly because like the teleporting didn't really feel like super interesting in any particular way, and also felt a little bit cheap because they would kind of just teleport to your blind spot and hit you. With the jump, even if you don't see them, you have at least a little more preparation in terms of like being able to respond to them. You're not just kind of walking around you're not just walking around an alley blind basically. Square, I still have my magic burst. It only works on my normal shots right now. I'm still working on the one for the other type of shot. Yeah, generally speaking, the readability of that is much better. That was a weird interaction, but go. And so, generally speaking, when assassins kind of jump at you, the best way to handle it is kind of just to walk a little bit back and away from the direction they're jumping from. Makes it a little easier to try to get around them that way. Push, but that one though, got him. And after that, all we gotta do up here. Oh. Yeah, it's not foolproof, unfortunately, but close enough to that it kind of works out, all things considered. Up here a little bit further, grab that, grab this health. One other place I forgot. One sec. But he asked me something real quick. Oops, that over there. That's another secret I wasn't supposed to share yet. So, boss fight and how that's kind of changed a little bit. So the enemies sort of behave the same. Oops. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on a second. So, the main thing though is that the charging. I'm not really sure why that keeps happening. I'm gonna turn that off. Pretty sure I know what's causing that, but deal with it later. Yeah, so generally they're a lot more mobile than they used to be. That kind of makes things tricky in its own way. Got him. Out of the way. Generally speaking, for this particular boss, the charging is a little more accurate now. So it's a little bit... So when the two of them are working together, it's kind of basically the hardest part. But then once you've gotten rid of one, you can sort of just take your time and whittle the other one down a little bit. Cutscenes kind of don't work, so... Or rather, it's all mostly text, so I'll skip past it for now. Now level 3. Or, hang on, I gotta run level 3 manually, haha. So, level 3. Level 3, the layout is pretty standard, all things considered. Have kind of regular enemies walking around. Main difference though is that now you also have magic soldiers, and there's now a mix-up, so to speak. We have some magical soldiers that are actually using some of Isma's magic, the boss from level 1. So this very same push magic that we have that we can use to kind of push people aside, we now have magic soldiers that are also using it. So good timing, you can of course knock them right back. God. Of course, we still have assassins around too. Got him. I think you got... Assisting in the business. Now we have our level 3 boss. So the pattern here is a little bit different. As you can see, this boss is using a completely different style of magic to start off with, and at first it doesn't really seem like it does much, but still got caught by it. Her main strategy is basically to use these green shots to kind of slow you down a little bit. And then once you're slowed down, start using these heavier shots to kind of whittle you further. But if you have good timing, you can turn it around on her, kind of. But getting clipped by even one of them makes it a lot harder to move, and you have to start timing your offensive a little bit differently. It's kind of on purpose. So with this particular boss fight, it's sort of just a matter of like trying to make sure that you're sticking and moving and aiming really well, and that you try not to get clipped by random shots, because that causes problems. Oops. Hang on a sec. That again. It seems that I soft blocked myself. Haha. That happens. But so try that. Gotta turn off the we're gonna cheat a little bit and move ourselves since the game started. Get us back in there. So the basic idea with this boss is that with the first one, the main idea is that you do a lot of get used to kind of moving around a lot, trying to make sure that you're not directly in the line of fire for certain things. With level 2 boss, it's sort of more about what you do or don't choose to prioritize. Like, is it more important that you defeated? Is it more important that you get rid of the one that charges at you or the assassin? Like, it's kind of either up to you it's up to you at that point, either which way. With this boss, definitely more of an advanced version of the first boss. You have to do a lot of sticking and moving. And firing back. This is more also the other trick to this, how to get it to work. Yeah, part of it is that part of it is like distance shootout tactics mostly. You use pulse shots to kind of get a little distance again. Have a little more room to outmaneuver, but of course, pulse shots being more expensive means that you can only really do that so many times before things get kind of hairy. But it's entirely workable, and with a little persistence, you can manage it. Oh, got some errors in the line codes, but for the most part, that is pretty much. For the most part, that's pretty much most of what I've gotten done this week. So a lot of touch-ups on kind of enemy behavior and how things work in terms of dealing with some of the bosses. Especially for level 2, now it's a lot more challenging than it kind of used to be. And in that particular sense, I'm kind of excited about where it wound up. because one of the things that I felt was really lacking in the level 2 boss fight was like a real sense of like urgency of oh damn, they're really gonna try to get me now. And with some of the changes to the enemy behavior, I feel like that is a lot less of an issue than it used to be. This boss that I just beat, that I just demonstrated, she happens to be already kind of at roughly about the level I wanted. I was looking through my design notes and realized there's one other feature that I haven't given to her yet, and I'm probably gonna work on that next. It depends on whether or not I will stay in or not, but I do want to make the feature because I need it for another enemy, so we're gonna try that out at some point. But as far as Mage Princess Aalia goes, that's pretty much all I had for this week. If anybody on stream, new coming or otherwise, if anybody on stream just joined and wants to kind of get the details on that, even while I'm playing Star Ocean, feel free to ask anything about the development of MPA, and I'll be happy to kind of explain. Ouch. Pardon me. Bones are getting old. So with that, now we're on to our lovely part 2. Let me just send out a tweet real quick. Update these tags real quick. Star Ocean till the time. Good. Alrighty. Oh, hang on a second. Just gotta make sure that the actual thing is up. Also, thank you for the host, Sourceful. Deeply appreciated. My bad. My one desktop window life makes it a lot harder for me to catch things. Pain. But I ordered another one, so that will not be the case for too much longer. So, Star Ocean. Last time on Star Ocean till the end of time. So, after crash landing on one other planet, and trying not to violate the Prime Directive, wound up violating the Prime Directive, they got off that planet, only to wind up crash landing on another planet and violating the Prime Directive again. And now we are in the sewers below this town, attempting to get the Diggity Dig out of Dodge.
Firebolt! Firebolt!
Spear of might! Spear of might!
Blade of Fury!
Spear of might! Spear of might!
That was easy.
Yeah. Laughing at the main effect is mostly, I don't feel like it's on this. I will try.
Here we go, guys. Get a move on.
Blade of Fury!
Spear of might!
Firebolt!
Too slow!
Firebolt!
Blade of Fury!
Spear of might! This is gonna hurt!
And I thought we were in for a challenge.
So yeah, Nell is basically no, I did. One of my favorite games.
Hey, what's wrong?
Nothing. It's just the ground's frozen.
Looks treacherous. We'll have to walk carefully.
Right.
I don't know why they put it out.
Here I go!
Bring it on! Blade of Fury! Blade of Fury!
Spear of might!
Blade of Fury!
Probably
That was easy.
no. Exactly the one I wanted actually. That makes me very happy. I love triple XP games. It's really good.
Real fight.
Firebolt!
Blade of Fury! Blade
Firebolt!
Blade of Fury! Blade of Fury! That was fun.
And that's how you do it.
Oh yeah, this is one of those games that is just kind of like a battle. Now we thought once in a oh no. Very first one time.
even match.
Spear of
Blade
might!
of fury.
Spear of might!
Too slow. Blade of fury.
Firebolt!
Spear of might!
All right.
So, something that. I'm sorry, what? What the? Oh, no, that's not good. What the? Another big hassle to deal with. Probably ruled these aqueducts for ages. Oh. Oh. Oh, I forgot about this part actually.
Looks like we got a tough fight ahead
This
of us.
doesn't look too bad.
Firebolt!
Blade of fury.
Spear of might!
Firebolt!
Spear of might!
Blade of fury. Too
Spear
slow.
of might!
Firebolt!
This don't look good. Spear of might!
That
All right. I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Oh yeah!
enemy crab. That's an old. Oh, that's an old one. Good one, I think. Yeah. So I forgot about that enemy actually, but the most important thing is that I did not get my bonus gauge broken, which is why I got triple XP for that fight. Okay, so I literally why do you do this?
Come on out.
Nice to see the sun. I was down in that muck so long I thought I was gonna mildew.
That's a name I know. I'm not sure.
what you were saying. We're talking about technology. What exactly do you want us to do for you?
I'll explain, but remember, refusal isn't an option.
That's why you sound so familiar. So,
I don't know about that. I won't do anything that I don't want to do.
I'll explain that to you.
There's always a chance we won't be able to do what you ask.
I told you in the dungeons that I required your technology, did I not?
Right. But what does that entail?
Look, if this was going to be a problem, you should have asked me before you accepted my conditions.
Snarky. Nails it.
By agreeing to cooperate, even just to get out of the dungeon, you're bonded to me. Those were the conditions of your release, and I expect you to uphold them.
I don't know why. I think that she would
What?
take that seriously.
Or are you planning on breaking your word?
Look, you didn't even give us a real choice.
That is correct.
You can live or you can die. That's called coercion, you know.
So you won't cooperate.
When did I say that? What do you say? Let's help her out.
What are you talking about? What about the UP3?
That's the prime directive I kept completely referring to earlier in the stream. Underdeveloped planet protection pact, basically. Don't mess with civilizations that haven't reached a certain level of what have you. So for context, this is, again, we're from off planet. Have a bunch of, we don't have a bunch of super technology, but from an environment that's generally more futuristic than this. Hence
This is hardly the time or the place, kid.
That may be, but still.
Excuse me. Can we save the discussion for later? We're not exactly safe here. Of course, if you want to head back to the dungeon, be my guest.
No thanks.
All right, then be quiet and follow. I'll tell you everything when we get out of town.
Okay.
Good. My people have a wagon waiting for us outside town. The exit's to the east. Let's go.
Finer arms and that child cost me over, I think, if mine were a bit more expensive. That game was more expensive to get Forget that. Bye. I apologize in advance.
Sorry I'm late.
This lady does have a screener now with blonde hair. Your voice is really annoying, and I'm sorry in advance. Please forgive me.
Lady Nell!
Or no, not her.
Our preparations are complete, ma'am. We can leave immediately.
Nice work, Tiny.
Yeah, finally it was chill.
I'm just glad you're safe. Lady Nell!
Yeah, Farley. Yeah. I'm sorry. Farley.
Are these the ones, ma'am?
Yes, Farlene. They're engineers from Greeton, as we thought.
So we were right.
Great! Then we'll be able to complete it!
Why did they do this? They might have a lot of good do that.
That's right. But we don't have time to kick back and chat now. Our pursuers are right behind us. If the Dragon Brigade shows up, we'll be in serious trouble.
That's how we go. The guy in the game does show up, and basically what happens is they show up, they toast us, die. Kinda sucks.
Yes, ma'am.
Get in the wagon. We leave immediately.
Hey, you gonna introduce me to these fine young ladies?
Cliff, what? Cliff, no. Bad, Cliff, bad.
This is Tynave, and the driver's Farlene. They serve directly under me, my ears and eyes and Ariglyph. They're the ones who told me about you two.
Lucky for us.
All women, huh? Not that I'm complaining.
Oh, Cliff.
Aquaria is ruled by the Holy Mother of the Church of Apris. We employ many more women than Ariglyph.
The Church of Apris?
Yes, the Church of the Sun God Apris. The Holy Mother leads the church and is also Queen of Aquaria.
A theocracy.
I gotcha. What you're saying is your country's packed with temple maidens. Now I have to see this place.
Amen, Cliff. Family, and a concussion, which is actually not that great of a thing, I guess.
Nell, I'd appreciate it if you'd answer my question now.
Right. But before that, might I ask one thing?
What?
Are you two really engineers from Greeton?
Well,
Hey, you still don't believe us?
It's not that. It's just... the fact that you possess special technology and knowledge is clear to me. So yes, it does seem likely that you are who you say. Still, something doesn't fit.
What's that exactly?
The way you respond to danger and your fighting ability indicate that you are not telling me everything. And you are certainly not average engineers.
Right about that one.
So you see, I believe my doubts are well-founded.
They're not off base.
well,
Okay, you got a point. But it seems to me you're just gonna have to take our word. We got nothing to gain by lying to you anyway. Wait, you don't think we're Ariglyph spies, do you? Oh, please.
Yes, I see what you mean.
But you still don't trust us.
No, I trust you. In any case, I was ordered by Her Majesty to bring you to Aquaria. I must fulfill my duty.
Age of Aquarium. Age of Aquarium. Aquarium.
well then, Nell, please answer my first question.
Yes, since you're unfamiliar with this region, I'll fill you in on the details while explaining our current situation.
Please.
Tynave, the map.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Eriglyph, the town we just left. Everything to the west of this line is the nation of Eriglyph, a military superpower. Eastwards of the border is our country, Aquaria. You follow? As I mentioned earlier, Aquaria and Eriglyph are at war. Eriglyph is a militaristic nation that reveres power above all else. Aquaria is a peaceful nation that worships the Church of Apris. Aquaria and Eriglyph maintained friendly relations until several years ago. But one day, they invaded our territory without warning.
It seems they'd been planning their invasion for some time. Eriglyph's a frigid land ringed by mountains. Food production has never been easy here, especially in winter. We believe they were after our land, fertile with the blessing of Apris.
A war of aggression, huh?
Correct. There was no diplomacy, only outright military aggression.
Makes sense.
We resisted, but we were outmatched. Somehow we managed to hold them back, but the border town of Arius was laid to waste.
It's not quite an exaggeration.
Still,
I
the
guess.
war has not been completely one-sided. We may be lacking in military power, but we do have runology.
Runology?
A secret art handed down by the followers of Apris. We inscribe special runes into our flesh that enable us to invoke normally impossible phenomenon.
Yeah. So if at any point while playing, the markings on Tynaeve and Farley's shoulder, as well as some of the ones on Nell's body,
Thus the name runology.
are runes.
So that's how you broke the prison bars.
Yeah, if you look carefully, I think that's one visible
Correct.
on the leg right now, but body count and all that other stuff makes it a little hard to see.
Special runes? They look like tattoos. I can't help feeling I've seen something like this before.
Hey, isn't that like symbology?
Symbology. Right, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
Symbology?
Never mind that. Just continue.
But what's stopping you from using runology to keep Eriglyph back?
There are only a few of us that can use runology. Far too few to help us stand up to Eriglyph. That's why we decided to develop a weapon that makes use of runology. It's a man-made weapon that uses the special energy evoked by runology as a power source. The engineers have named that energy Channeled Force.
Channeled force?
Correct. It's similar to lightning, but there are still a number of problems preventing us from completing the weapon.
Electricity.
A power similar to lightning?
Just when our research ground to a halt, Tynaeve and Farleen told me about you two.
Turns point to electricity.
They also brought back a fragment of that thing that fell into Eriglyph. It was of great interest to our researchers. They said the fragment was of a material they could not identify, and that we should enlist your aid in our weapons development, and that's where I came in.
So you're asking us to help develop a weapon that uses channeled force?
Yes, that is correct.
Hey, I bet we could use their power to make us a communicator.
Yeah, a radio wave device, maybe. I don't really know much about this channeled force, but my guess is it's electricity. And if we can make that, we're home free. But, Nell, I can't do it. We can't help you.
Didn't I say refusal wasn't an option?
But you're talking about a weapon that will kill many people. I don't want to have any part of that. Plus, we don't have any time to spare.
I understand your situation. You need to hurry to save your father, correct?
Yes,
You admit this is a personal problem, not one that concerns us.
Oh, now where are you gonna go with this? I don't like where you're going with this.
true, but
Our country is in a state of war. Both the people of Aquaria and Eriglyph are dying, energy weapon or no. A quick end to this war will reduce the number of lives lost.
Pardon me, long night tonight. Long night last night.
That is why we need to complete our new weapon as soon as possible.
This is starting to remind me of my old Earth history lessons.
even so, that's not a good enough reason for me to build a weapon.
So you're going back on your word?
That's coercion.
Call it what you will. I already told you back at the prison I could not let you live if you refused to cooperate. I don't have anything against you two, but my duty comes first.
That was hardcore.
And I don't need to remind you that you can't help your father if you're dead.
Really hardcore. Kind of a bully, but also
Now,
really
wait a
hardcore.
second.
What do you think Eriglyph would do if we abandoned you here?
We wouldn't help them either.
I wonder if you'd sing the same song after their Inquisitioner had his fun with you.
I would. I've already had a taste of it, believe me.
Confident, aren't you?
Yo, dude, I'm trying to play hardball with her. It's not gonna end well. No.
Hey, don't get all bent out of shape. And you, chill out.
But...
No buts, kid. Nothing good comes of acting hastily.
We have no other choice. Frankly, the war with Eriglyph will escalate unless something is done soon. If we could only complete the new weapon, the situation would shift in our favor. If that means we must force uncooperative people into submission, then so be it.
But the ends justifies to me.
is that a teaching of Apris?
Of course not. The sun god Apris and our queen would never wish such things. Yet if we do not act, they will find themselves lacking for followers. Would you rather we submit to their swords like lambs to a slaughter?
Yeah, this is a tough one. I don't know what I would do in this situation. I'd probably just go. I might roll with it, but
That's not what I mean.
But that is what you are saying.
You're just twisting my...
Oh no!
Huh? What is it, Farlene?
yeah, her voice direction really unfortunate.
We have company! I think it's the Dragon Brigade!
They've caught up with us? Damn, we were so close to Curlsaw, too.
What are you gonna do? Fight?
Lady Nell,
What is it, Tynaeve?
it would be best for you to slip off and find shelter in the rocks. We'll lure them away.
That's too risky.
Don't worry.
We'll be fine! We've lost their kind before!
But...
Tynaeve, Farlene, I'm counting on you. Okay, you two, let's go.
this is insane! You're just gonna let them go on?
You are too valuable for us to lose. We'll be fine. Fewer people means more speed. We'll outrun them. So please, go.
No time for chit-chat. Let's move!
But...
Fate, please, look after Lady Nell.
You be careful yourself.
Don't worry about us! May the grace of Apris be with you!
May the grace of Apris be with you.
The Dragon Brigade. I feared they'd show up sooner or later. It shows how important you are to them.
That's the Dragon Brigade?
Correct. They're one of Eriglyph's 3 military branches. Knights riding powerful air dragons. Not to be trifled with. Time to go. While Tynaeve distracts them, we can go through Curlsaw and enter a...
Wait a moment. I haven't agreed to cooperate with you yet. And we can't leave them here. There's no way they'll be able to escape with those dragon knights chasing them.
Yes. There's an extremely good chance that they'll be caught. But there's nothing we can do about it.
What?
They knew the dangers of their mission when they accepted it. If If I became a burden to the mission, they would leave me behind in the same way.
I'm impressed though by the
Mission? Mission? What's the matter with you?
Hey, Fate, shut up!
But
I'll leave whether or not we cooperate up to you. But save the debate for later. We gotta get somewhere safer first. We'll be safer once we reach Aquaria, right?
Yes, I can guarantee that.
There you are. So let's go there, then we can decide what's what. Make sense to you?
yeah, but still.
You want Tyname and Farlene's sacrifice to go to waste? Whatever their objective might be, they're risking their lives to save us.
You're right.
Attaboy.
Fate's good.
Let's go.
Where's that treasure chest? I really want that.
Real fight!
Wait, I'll go easy on you.
Blade of Fury!
Shockwave! Shockwave! Firebolt!
Spear of Might!
Blade of Fury!
Firebolt!
Blade of Fury!
Firebolt!
Spear of Might! Too late for regrets.
My EXP. Oh, my glorious EXP. Oh, another one. I'm assuming that I'm probably supposed to go east, given what they were saying earlier about the way the borders shake out. But I want stuff.
An attack from behind?
Like this one bit! Firebolt!
Blade of Fury! Blade of Fury!
Spear of Might!
Firebolt!
Blade of Fury!
Firebolt!
Blade of Fury!
This don't look good. Spear of Might!
Too slow!
Firebolt!
Let's get out of here! fury!
That hurt!
Blade of fury!
I'd have preferred a more worthy opponent.
Very little cliff. The only problem is that around here,
Here I go!
Bring it on! Blade of fury!
Spear of might!
That hurt!
This is gonna hurt him!
That hurt! That hurt! Shockwave!
Blade of fury!
Firebolt!
Blade of fury!
I think that's rejected.
All right!
Or something like that. I don't remember what happened. I don't remember
Here I go!
Let's take him.
Blade of fury!
Spear of might! Spear of might! Spear of might!
Blade of fury!
Spear of might!
Too slow!
Firebolt!
Spear of might!
Firebolt!
Moron, know your enemy before you strike the first blow.
Yeah. Whatever, Kakashi.
What's wrong?
My head. Ah.
Are you sure you're all right?
I just felt dizzy there for a minute.
We'll be in Curlsaw soon. Can you make it that far? Why don't you have him carry you?
I'm fine. I'm not a baby, jeez.
Kids.
Very well.
I like how those expressions just like, well, okay then. He doesn't act like that. Cliff definitely is the kind of person that thinks a lot more than he lets on.
This is Curlsaw. If we can get through this town, we'll be in Aquarium. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Don't overexert yourself. Remember, you're not as strong as we are.
Now even you're treating me like a baby. I said I'm fine.
Yeah, well, I'm saying you don't look fine at all.
I'd prefer to just leave this town now, but that won't be possible with Fate in this condition.
That boy's just going like,
Let's stay here tonight.
not a child. It's like, dude, no one is saying that. You're just saying you don't look so good. So,
What about those guys chasing us?
We'll be okay if Tynaeve and Farlene succeed in leading them off. And in any case, we have nothing to gain by forcing a sick person to march.
True enough.
And we're in luck. There's an inn right over there in that building with the wagon outside. Let's go. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
I'm just going to check things out. I'll be right back.
All right, but are you sure you should leave us alone? Aren't you afraid we'll just run away?
No, you won't run out on me. I trust you, remember?
Don't say that. Now we can't run away.
She smiled.
I don't mind you walking around. And don't do anything conspicuous. We're still in Aryglyph territory. There's no telling where the enemy is hiding.
Gotcha.
All right.
Later then.
Catch her around.
What are you gonna do?
Don't worry about me. What are you gonna do?
I'm conspicuous just walking around. Well, it's gonna be pretty boring. But I guess I'll just have to wait right here.
I think I'll take a walk. I'm sure it'll do me good.
All right, but be careful. Like she said, we're still in enemy territory.
Yeah, I know.
What's the color? That's why I think Count Moltar is still in the game is the best of all. So what do I match to that text? Basically, Moltar, Renneman, Flash State, probably the most reasonable. Basically, as general of all engineering. The other two are herbs. And I'm understating it closely, but the word I would use if I wasn't on stream is not the word I'm going to use on stream. So, like, that's why I'm buying it, because it's actually really expensive. yourself. You're not working for a while. Damn, that's a little real for right now. But, okay. Box tapping check. Sorry, this is okay, right. But I believe that Apis was still forgiven the guy to spirits in the afterlife. Okay, Boomer. Girl saw and kind of admires her husband. Well, these days. I mentioned that in Harrison passed by. There's something complicated. I heard that just looking for those captains in the city. I also heard that they were from the monsters, and a number of the cousin Papa are been injured. I was sorry, but they were also in my way. Trying to get hold of the police. That well started. That time was on. All the way to your eyes. Always so good. The largeness is secret to the aquarium and on the basement house. I was thought, I don't know how I can be so easy despite the line. But something you see. I have dated Count Wolfhard when he tells how it happened and stuff. Count Wolfhard is so legit. Protect our town no matter what happens. He is the one that I would want to protect. Like, yeah, otherwise, if there's anybody else, I'd be like, there was once a rich vein of war by well mind, the uncles and habits, but they will remind it, and now we do all each other. I'm not saying there aren't other veins of war and kills and habits by well mind, but compared to the by well mind, what's the vein to help go against coffers, steals, and yeah, that's what happens. That's my life. sound of our town has been built up to perhaps that is why the restless spirits may be here next year. Yo. I like that stuff. Oh. Yeah, that would be it goes. In real life, I don't like the case much. They're not bad. They're bad. It's just when you're putting the house on. Whatever. So this is far. Man is made of like giant man dressed in tight clothing. Slow eye hag. But and a boy feels powerful force unlike anything seen before in our world. But then you can imagine. Almost all the miners from town have left. Those are silent times. I wonder if this girl is created the little city or some bacteria. Yeah, I'm all of them. Yeah, it is possible. It is a possibility, but also. dictionary in this game, wow, this is a very useful way of like getting to know all the jargon. And yeah, paying attention. There are also major spoilers from the first disc of this game in there, so reading it and having it, reading it, and it's just like reading the block basically. Dictionary, you're gonna get spoiled on major stuff before. Yeah, I got that. I just want to accidentally check Talk to the young lady. Talk to me. Talk to One day, the church in our town was suddenly surrounded by dozens of soldiers, thus the many followers of the church backers. Subsequent investigation of the box Captain Dragon Gate backers plotted the assassination of His Royal Majesty. Heard about the assassination plot? Heard of long secret criminal Aalia, headed by Albert Hemingway. Packers who burned to the ground the worship Father God. Bill, I got the Queen or the High Priest, let alone one of the tens of thousands of followers of Amherst intended to carry out such terrible acts as assassination. Which part? The latter. The country really needed a reason like that, so it couldn't be a sacred kingdom like Aalia. Okay. He's right. But that's also like super, and it's like super late. He's right though. Great. Really hard to say whether they're actually acting. Just kind of feel like they have things on. Yeah, sometimes it's the way it is. Can't hold on to this when you what happens. Not like it feels so living normal lives. Yeah, like I said, Voltar is definitely not the worst of them in capacity. Guards only notice you longer. Basically, usually town outside. What you're saying. I don't think you can now. Definitely wait till elephants back. That's still important off. Marker over there. I'm not gonna snitch on you, because I'm not a jerk. So, do what you gotta. Now let's go. Because that sounds like that port that the dude gave me sounds like a flag. Oh.
Could that be? It is her. What's she doing in a place like this?
That is a good question.
According to our latest information,
I see. They're up to the same nasty tricks as always. Is it the Dragon Brigade?
no, it's the Black Brigade. Of course, the Dragon Brigade is backing them up.
I see. Good work.
Oh, that's good.
Whatever you do, please don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. You know they plan to...
Go.
Yes, ma'am.
Guess it's pretty obvious with like our neon blue hair that we're just standing there.
What are you doing out here?
Nothing really. I was passing by and saw you, so... Who was that?
She works for me, gathering intelligence here in Curlsaw. I was just checking up on her.
Is something the matter? You looked pretty grim.
Nothing unexpected. I found out our pursuers are getting close to this town.
That's it?
Yes. Why?
Oh, well, no reason really.
We leave first thing in the morning. We can't afford to waste any time here.
Ah, there you are. Huh? You two were together?
I ran into her at the entrance.
Like he says.
Oh, I see. So how are you feeling now?
I'm okay. It must have just been the fatigue catching up with me.
Right. Well, hope that's all it is.
Sorry to worry you guys.
Well, as long as you're okay, don't sweat it.
It'll be night soon. You should rest up today. Tomorrow we'll pass through the Curlsaw Caverns.
Curlsaw Caverns?
Mine shafts to the north of town. We'll go through there to Arias. Of course, it'd be faster to go through the wilderness to the east, but we can't be sure that they aren't waiting to ambush us if we go that way.
And the Curlsaw Caverns are safe?
Well, at least we can be sure there are no Aryglyph soldiers to worry about.
Spit it out. What's dangerous about the mine shafts?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, a number of monsters have taken up residence there. I'm not saying it's 100% safe.
Right.
Let's just say I'd rather face them than the soldiers. So now that everyone knows the plan, let's get some sleep. We leave early.
All right.
Okay.
Nell, can I ask you something?
What?
Do you think Tynaeve and Farlene got away okay?
Why he's asking this.
They'll be fine. Those girls can fend for themselves. They're trained for these eventualities.
Obvious one.
I hope you're right.
Hurry up and get ready. Our pursuers are not far.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Oh, I shot it beforehand. again, moving me and trying not to die. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Try all that potential from the sounds that blocked off though. Yeah, that's probably the only thing about this game is that tends to be awkward because bosses are if I have anybody that's arachnophobic on the stream, I'm sorry.
Real fight!
Looks like a good fight.
Firebolt!
Spear of might!
Blade of might! Blade of fury!
Firebolt! Firebolt! Shockwave! Firebolt!
I won!
And that's how you do it.
That is how you do it, unfortunately. Cliff died. How many pushes do I have left? Okay. Also probably the actual better probably figuring out honestly.
A real fight!
Take him on!
Blade of
Shockwave!
Spear of might! Spear of might!
Blade of fury!
Spear of
Shockwave!
What goes around comes around.
Boulders and stuff kind of just roll through. It stinks.
What? An attack from behind?
Firebolt!
Blade of fury!
Spear of might!
Blade of fury!
Firebolt! Firebolt!
This game
I'd have preferred a more worthy opponent.
is just to sit still. I'm using the other doses that you can just hit people with the attack aura. That's just sure, anything else back now. Locked. Actually, not the best answer to this. Doing things just stand still. Like, pay attention to what they're doing. Stand still. Hit them with the anti-attack aura. You're good. They're 5 minutes. Any airfree. The manual. All eyepiece. Axis. A. One piece. Just hollers from this point on. Driving a hauler. Elevate decent. And stop. Decent. Stop. Jump. Steady. Right, so these are probably tracking as for explanation.
Here we go, guys. Get a move on.
An even match. Blade of Fury.
Spear of Might!
That hurt.
Spear of Might!
Firebolt.
Too slow.
That hurt.
Blade of Fury.
Healing. That hurt. That hurt. Shockwave.
Spear of Might!
Shockwave. That
Blade
hurt.
of Fury.
Spear of
Shockwave. That hurt.
Blade of Fury.
Spear of Might!
Firebolt.
Moron, know your enemy before you strike.
Pretty straight. Yellow team. Environment they haven't dug here for decades, not since the oil ran out. Is only used as a passage through the mountains. That's become dangerous. Such.
Looks like we got a tough fight ahead of us.
Now we're gonna have some fun!
Blade.
Firebolt.
Blade of Fury. Blade of Fury.
Firebolt.
Blade of Fury.
Healing. Firebolt. Firebolt.
Spear of Might!
Take this.
I'd have preferred a more worthy opponent.
That was not a lot of XP, but that was a lot of full. I've thrown it something like that here. Kind of late for that now. I wonder if he's behind that cave. Far down.
Real fight.
Wait, I'll go easier.
Blade of
Port symbol. Okay. I'll hold on to that one for a second. Probably goes to no. Because if uses it to get in the main issue you have to worry about in this game. You die by using all your HP or all your MP. So there's certain characters you don't want casting spells because they're terrible. If you do, they're gonna die. So alright, since we're gonna save one more time for now. Next time we're gonna hit those hollers. It's gonna be a while ride. So all my viewers, thank you for watching the stream. I appreciate it. Anybody that we can raid to. I know how to raid now. Better question. Oh. Anna is how to okay then. Yeah, Anna is at Mage Princess Aalia. So let's give this a shot, shall we? Right then. So, thank y'all for coming by. Good. Come and join me again next Friday. We'll be getting into more shenanigans with Star Ocean. And also, hopefully, I'll have some other stuff to show off for MPA. So, thanks for watching. Go raid and raid.